Good evening. Galatians 5:13 says that we were called to be free, and then gives us the command that we should serve one another in love. Now, this is just a strange command because it is so different from our way of thinking. In our lives and in the society that we live in, we all have our own dreams of the perfect life and of what the ideal person looks like. And we have different things that are important to us, but there are a couple of, let's say, standard words or concepts that we use to describe this picture of perfection. Words like success or status or wealth or happiness or joy or comfort or security or prosperity. These are the things that our society just is hardwired for to chase after, and we motivate each other to do it. We say things like, if you work hard, you will be rewarded. You should rise above the people around you. You should not allow people to step on you. You should stand on your own right. You should go after what you want and make it your own. This is the overpowering message of our society. And therefore, Jesus' picture of the ideal world just seems completely foreign to us. Someone said that Jesus came into this world and lost everything so that he could gain victory. He was someone who had everything, and yet he emptied himself. He gave it all away, chose to do that for the sake of others, for our sakes. If we want to describe Jesus' picture of the ideal world, we'll need a completely new set of vocabulary. We'll need to start using words like humility, being a servant of others, being equal to others, being obedient, being willing to help, being willing to give away. If we were to motivate one another to live in this world that Jesus describes to us, then we won't be focusing so much on each one of us saying, you should do this and you shouldn't do that, but rather we'll realize that we are part of one another, and therefore we'll act out of that unity. Saying things like Philippians 2 teaches us to say that we should be like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and purpose. We should do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility we should consider others better than ourselves. In our world, in our picture of the ideal world, we should all come to that point where I can be recognized as someone who is succeeding at life, making it, surviving on my own, not dependent on anyone. Yet in Jesus' picture, our striving should rather be to not think about ourselves that much, but rather to be outwardly focused, to be thinking of others and striving to find ways to serve one another. Now, that's all good and well to say that, but I don't think we really want to do these things, and we're not able to do these things out of ourselves. I don't know about you, but I really, hate is a strong word, but have an extremely strong feeling of dislike whenever people start acting as if they are more important than I am. I really don't like it when people don't notice that I'm trying to serve them or trying to do good towards them. Sometimes I just get so busy with my own things and chasing after my own life that I really don't have the time or the energy to treat everyone in the same way. I just can't do what Jesus did. And I imagine that you can't either. And therefore we should hold on to the fact that the gospel is the good news, not of what we should be doing, but of what Jesus already did in our place. This command to serve one another in love isn't a prerequisite for us receiving our freedom. This verse doesn't say that if we serve one another, then we will receive our freedom. No, it starts with the freedom that we receive. It starts with what Christ did in our place. We are free. He did come in our place to restore our relationship with our Heavenly Father. He did come so that He can set us free and give His Spirit to live in us. And if we believe this, if we believe that being planted into Christ, we aren't lacking anything, there's nothing left to prove or achieve for ourselves, then we are truly free to say, now I can look beyond myself to serve others. We have been set free to serve one another in love. Good evening.